Hey, Thomas, very good to see you and happy Financial Literacy Month. April is Financial Literacy Month. So, you and I are diving into a couple really important topics. And chief among them is the difference between a traditional and a Roth IRA. Talk about something I wish I'd known when I was 20. Of course, there are so many different options when it comes to creating retirement accounts. I know that you encourage tax diversification. So, let's just start by breaking down the difference again between a traditional and a Roth IRA, please.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, these are individual retirement accounts.
Hmm.
A traditional IRA is essentially a tax sheltered account that allows you to contribute pre-tax dollars, and that money grows tax deferred. And at the age of 59 and a half, you take your distributions from that IRA, and they're taxed at ordinary income tax rates at that point. The difference between that and the Roth is that same deal. You contribute the money into the actual vehicle. However, it's after tax money, still grows tax deferred. And then at age 59 and a half, you pull that money out, or the distribution takes place, and that money comes to you tax free.
Okay. I got to say, though, it sounds a little bit painful. So, why would I want to pay my taxes now?
Absolutely. Because right now, as most Americans are well aware, we're in a large deficit in regards to the U.S. debt. One of the ways that
Oh,
the government can pay their debt off is increase taxes, right? So
right.
right now we're in the lowest tax environment in the history of our country. That's going to change in the next couple of years. In 2025, the current tax plan is going to expire. You're going to see the tax rates go up. And obviously, 20, 30 years from now, if you start investing in your 20s or 30s and open up a Roth, we don't know what the tax rates are going to be 20 to 30 years from now. So if you put yourself in a position now where you're contributing to a vehicle that you can pull money out at some point in the future tax free, you're going to be more advantageous versus paying taxes in the future.
Right. I think that lays it out really well, especially when you look at that debt, which does give me anxiety, but would just pass 30 trillion for the first time. So the government either has to reduce spending, which they don't like to do, or increase taxes. So yeah, that definitely lays it out for you.
Mhm.
Because this is Financial Literacy Month, I think a lot of us are familiar with our 401k. So how are these, retirement options different from my 401k?
Yeah, so it's all with the contribution limits. I believe right now for the IRAs is $6,000 a year that you can contribute into those into the IRA vehicles. In the 401ks, you can contribute a lot more. I believe it's somewhere between 19 to 25,000. I believe, but it allows the same deal. You contribute into that 401k. Typically, the 401k has a match at the company that provides a match, and then at the age of 59 and a half, you can start pulling that money out. You can start pulling that money out, and you pay your taxes at ordinary income tax rates at that point as well. However, there are some companies that offer Roth 401ks,
Right.
which works like a Roth IRA. You put after tax dollars in there, gross tax deferred, and then when those distributions happen at age 59 and a half, again, they're tax free. And I know we talked before, I think it's fair to mention this about the loophole that was closing in 2021. It didn't happen, but there's some plans that allow you to still contribute pre-tax dollars, but also allows after-tax dollars, and you can roll that money out into a Roth IRA at some point too. Those are called backdoor Roth IRAs, and we talked
Right.
about that in a few videos ago. But I think that's important.
Yes. Yeah. And I think the important part there is clearly there are a lot of options, there are a lot of restrictions, and there are still some existing loopholes. So it's really important to talk to a professional like you who can kind of set this all straight for somebody. So, Thomas, what's the best way to get a hold of you if somebody wants to talk more about this?
Yeah, definitely. You can definitely check out my website, Martin Heritage Group, LLC.com. You can shoot me an email at info at Martin Heritage Group, LLC.com. You can also give me a call, 651-503-6064. I'm on all social media platforms. You can find me at Martin Heritage Group.
That's great. Thomas, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.